Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to your guide to Glasgow University. We're here to take you through the do's and don'ts of what some say are the best years of your life. This is Douglas. He has just got his advanced higher results and bagged himself a place studying engineering at his fine establishment. A nice manly degree to make his father proud and make the ladies go weak at the knees. Our problem is this. Poor Douglas has never been to Glasgow. He has spent most of his teen years in his room, at the mercy of his mistress with Call of Duty, and talking to people on Facebook chat. So this is our job, to get Douglas and throw him into the social jungle that is Glasgow University. But first, let's get him sussed with the staple information you and him will need to settle in. This is the John McIntyre building, colloquially known as the John Mac, home of the SRC. Inside is an array of facilities to assist you in your life as a student. Upstairs in the John Mac, you'll find a second-hand bookshop to sell and buy all those tasty books you'll need for your studies. The shop is open from Monday until Friday, and you'll always be greeted with a smile. This is the reception, where you can inquire about the cheapest printing and photocopying resources in the whole of the university. The John Mac is also home to student media, which are, in no particular order, the excellent student television station, the renowned Guardian newspaper, and splendid Gum magazine. You'll also find the marvellous Sub-City radio downstairs. Now come on Douglas, let's head up to the Fraser building to find out more about what the university can do for you. One of the newest additions to the university campus is the Fraser building, or, as the youths are calling it, the Hub. Most services in the Hub operate from 9 AM until 5 PM, but it's best to check beforehand lest you be disappointed and have to go to the library to actually study instead. The primary function of the Fraser building is to assist students with any problems they might have, but it also includes many other amenities. Let's take a look, Douglas. Level 1 houses the university's own GP surgery called the Barclay Medical Centre, which is incredibly useful for everything from contraceptive medication to advice on ridding yourself of the fearsome freshers flu. Also located on this floor is the John Smith's Bookshop, which will contain the majority of textbooks for your studies. But hold on there, Douglas. If, as your attire suggests, funds are limited, perhaps you should first peruse the second-hand bookshop. Level 2 is where you will find the answers to all of your questions, or at least the pertinent ones. If you are asking whether or not film and TV is a credible degree, you may have to make up your own mind. Level 3 is regarded as a social hub on campus, a hub within the hub if you'll permit. This floor has not one but 2 comestible outlets. With a capacity for 400 seats, you'll find there's plenty of space. Oh look, Douglas has made a new chum. Don't they look jolly? Now on to the Queen Margaret Union. It is at night when Kudos comes alive, home to the long-running Cheesy Pop on a Friday night, where DJ Toast invigorates the ears and enlivens the feet. Douglas may also be interested to know about the live musicians that perform here, during what young people call gigs. Modern acts such as Nirvana, Tiny Temper, and Pretty Irish Ladies Bewitched have all been hosted here. One floor up is Jim's Bar. This is an excellent place for the economically challenged to catch up with chums over some drink. Douglas might try a pint of magic, an adventurous blend of blue WKD and cider, guaranteeing a good time for all. Throughout the week, Jim's Bar is a cozy venue for many invigorating activities, including the big Wednesday night pub quiz, Thursday's open mic night, and the Friday face-off quiz. Across the corridor, one finds Champions Bar, which is the QMU's very own sports bar. It is excellent for a few frames of billiards or pool and enjoying the swinging tunes on the jukebox. For good, hot, cheap, filling food and a salad bar, one might consider the Food Factory. This is an ideal place to meet friends for lunch after lectures. There is also breakfast available for the early birds. Why Douglas, I think even you could make friends here. Now to the other student union, the Glasgow University Union. Just like the QM, membership is free. The GUU is doubtless the large union, with 4 floors and an extension. The ground floor contains the iniquitous beer bar and a miniature arcade. The beer bar has become something of an institution over the years, and will no doubt provide the location for several of Douglas's more inebriated nights out. The first floor has a small shop, similar to that of the QMU, as well as 2 food outlets, the Union Cafe and Subway. Why don't you pop in, Douglas? I'm sure you'd enjoy a 6-inch. The second floor contains 2 libraries, a reading room, and the debates chamber. The debates chamber has seen some of the most fiery exchanges of rhetoric, conflicts of ideology, and altogether stimulating intellectual thrusts and parries, along with impassioned speeches from the likes of politicians Charles Kennedy and Sir Mingus Campbell. The extension is no doubt an area that Douglas will be intimately acquainted with by the end of Freshers' Week, for this is where the fun times happen. With a further 5 bars, the extension is your very own nightclub in your union. They are all worth an inspection, as they are all unique in their own fashion. However, the Hive is the jewel in the crown of the extension. Here in the University of Glasgow, Thursdays are synonymous with the Hive, and Friday mornings are synonymous with staying in bed. The transparent fact is that Douglas will gain several pounds at university, drinking plenty and cooking for himself. GUST provides access to a variety of team sports and diverting activities which may bring their participants to many locations across Scotland. However, it is likely that Douglas will be improving his physique in the Stevenson building. Level 3 is the entrance level, where one will find the reception, the social area, and a number of vending machines. The cardio suite includes many modern marvels of technology, such as treadmills, cross-trainers, bicycles, and rowing machines. The top floor then houses another fitness suite and a squash court. The strength suite is where Douglas will metamorphose from David to Goliath. Access to these facilities is £50 sterling for the entire year. Mere moments from campus is Byres Road, where a mixture of shops, restaurants and bars will vie and jostle for Douglas's attention in coming years. The Hillhead Underground Railway stop is here, as well as numerous omnibus services, which will transport Douglas around the rest of Glasgow. When Douglas inevitably submits to hunger, he will have a wide selection of supermarkets here to choose from, including Farm Foods, Iceland, Tesco, and Waitrose for the discerning gentleman and for the native of Edinburgh. Finally, Douglas will need to know where to find that traditional Scottish coronary nightmare, the deep-fried Mars bar. See how happy Douglas is with his new treat. Isn't he enjoying it? Where Byres Road meets University Avenue, one finds a Pelican Crossing. Why not take the time waiting for the lights to change as an opportunity to admire the architecture, enjoy a light lunch, or finish that book you were reading? Just off Byres Road is Ashton Lane, a cobbled street topped with fairy lights, offering the best collection of bars and restaurants in the West End. During weekends, the lane is popular with the older generation. Therefore, it is recommended that students plan their sojourns here on weekdays. Well, Douglas, you now know the ins and outs of the University of Glasgow and have settled in to the students' invigorating way of life. Enjoy your time at Glasgow, Douglas, and enjoy what you can remember of Freshers' Week.